What is going on, y'all? Shields up. Welcome back to my channel, Elevate Your Energy. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader and spiritual consult. So, I know it's been a little minute. I've kind of, for those who care to know, I don't like talking about myself a lot. But I do feel like my experiences are supportive to others, right? That is part of my healing journey as well. So that's why I share what I do when I do. But without going too deep, right? It's just been a lot mentally, just, thinking about a lot of stuff that I've noticed that like I'm trying to push down. I don't want to look at, allowing myself to look at it, different things like that, really allowing myself to show up, and do the work where I'm guided, right? So I do the work with you guys. Okay. You're not doing this by yourself. The messages that come out as advice comes to me too. Okay. So we're not in this alone. We're doing this shit together. All right. So, yeah, I've been doing some other type of, inner work. I feel different. I feel better, and I'm grateful, beyond grateful. I've worked really hard to get here, so, and I'm still doing it every day. Okay. Like I had agreed with my guides that we were going to do this reading tomorrow. And then somehow, like just on autopilot, here we are. And I'm just like, oh, y'all slick. Y'all real slick. Y'all slick with it. So anywho, so today's reading is going to be, it is a timeless spread. Okay. Timeless as always, unless otherwise specified. Okay. General nature, meaning it's not going to resonate with all of you, nor is it meant to. Okay. So if the messages don't happen to feel like they are yours, they could just may not be yours at this very moment. Okay. Sometimes spirit likes to give us a little prep time in advance, right? But use your discernment. Okay. Use your own discretion. Okay. Use your discernment and your intuition. As to, I would highly recommend setting your intention. Okay. So you can align with the messages that are truly meant for you. All right. And leave the other ones for who they're meant for. Okay. So, okay. Starting off strong, just throwing cards off the table. I love it. Ooh, this is the type of time I'm on right now. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell, but no more acting as if, time to be as if. Okay. Some of you may be in this energy currently. All right. So like I was saying, today's reading is going to be surrounding what are the influences that are currently what are the energies that are currently influencing your life. Okay. So this could be people, this could be opportunities, um, whatever comes up, right? So some of you, like I said, are on the same boat with me. Okay. Really doing your best to embody a new version of yourself. Okay. I feel like that's really important right now, to be clear about what that even looks like. All right. Especially for those of you that are still in that in-between phase of like, I'm not really sure. If you haven't fully integrated the identity yet, there are still things that you can do. Okay. There are still, adjustments, I should say, that you're able to make if it's not fully integrated yet, right? So, I mean, and you could always make adjustments. Don't get me wrong. Let's not let that sound limiting. Okay. That's not where it initially came from. After I thought, I'm like, yeah. So I don't want to make you feel limited in that way, right? But this is really just a period of embodiment. Okay. Really allowing yourself to embrace and get clear about what this version looks like. How does this version respond to challenges? How does this version respond to, crown modes that come in, right? The creativity, right? Solutions. How does this new version of me respond to those things when they arise, right? And that's how you'll kind of be able to gauge where you're at, what identity you're currently operating from. So some of you, it's like you're kind of tired. I feel like some of you have been really tired of feeling like you're close, you can feel it like in your spirit, but you haven't fully made the jump yet. You haven't fully, or like I said, you just haven't fully adjusted yet, right? Some of you have made the quantum leap to this new identity, but you just haven't fully integrated. Everything isn't fully like recalibrated yet, right? So fake people, fake friends. Keep your business plans, goals to yourself. 100. Okay. So some of you are really being asked to keep your private life, okay, the things you have going on, keep that under wraps. Okay. I would flying underneath the radar. Okay, some of you may be flying underneath the radar. Some of you may be celebrities. Okay, local celebrities, you know, or just like really known in your area, in your city, wherever you reside. Okay, reinvest in yourself. It's time. Okay, so some of you, this has to do with like a course or maybe even a mentor. Okay, if there's somebody that you know that know you can, you know, utilize their support in some type of way, make sure you're reaching out to those people. Okay, um if you know that there's services that you feel like you would benefit from right now, that like courses or, you know, digital products, like I have those things available, you know, my Beacons page as well. Okay, that supports me in being able to show up whenever I feel like it, for the most part, right? So it's really a beautiful thing, right? So as well as like making time to write my book, finish up, start working back on another book that I was, you know, that I'm writing. It's just like there's so many things that that I feel like I want to do. Um, but this is a time to really embody the version of me that can sustain those results, that can sustain the alignment to those requests. Okay, so some of you are in that, like I said, same position. Okay, where this is a time to really, you know, it's like this year, the year of the nine, the year of the snake. This is the preparation phase. Okay, that's for me is what at least this year has been, is a preparation journey, right? And it's preparing us for next year, which is the year of the horse. Okay, which is kind of like that Aries energy. It's giving me like Aries energy, um, fiery, passionate, right? Dragon, right? Go getter energy type thing. So that's why some of you, this energy is coming up now, not because the new year, okay? Because the new year is really in the end of March. All right, if we want to be clear. Um, but you know, this is preparing you for that next phase of your journey. Okay. So we also had water signs that came out. Some of you may be a water sign or maybe dealing with one. A water sign may be of significance to you. Okay. That could be for some of you, like I said, a current energy of influence for you. Okay. Anything else, Spirit, from this deck? What is currently influencing the collective? What are the, ooh, if it's only hurting you, why are you holding on to it? Some of you, this could be a water sign that some of you are holding on to. And that could be why it feels like that's for some of you why Spirit is asking you, like, why are you holding on to it if you know this person keeps hurting you? And it's because you're in this reinvention era of your journey, right? You're in this reinvention phase of your journey. So it's like, does this new version that you're trying to embody, do they put up with that shit? Do they put up with being treated however? Do they put up with, you know, being confirmation? Thank you, Spirit. Do they put up with you know, being just like treated as an option, treated like way less than? Do they treat, you know, being treated less than their value, right? So it's like some of you are aware of this, right? Some of you, this is, it has to do with the people that you keep around you, the people that claim they have your back, that act like they fuck with you but they really don't, um act like they have your best interest in mind but they really don't, right? Act like they believe in you but they really don't, because they don't really believe in themselves. They don't have anything going on for themselves, so how could they possibly believe in you, right? So but still, this is, you know, those things, just because they come up in our experience doesn't mean that we have to hold on to them. Just because we experienced it doesn't mean that it's a, you know, and you have the memory of it, doesn't mean that we have to cling to the pain that was caused, okay, or the pain that came up within us, that event essentially triggered. That's what, you know, a lot of that's what that stuff is essentially triggers to pain that we already are holding on within us. Okay, it's triggers to pain that we already have inside, right? It's letting us know, it's reminding us, yeah, I'm still here, right? Yeah, I'm still here. Yep. You thought I left? No, I'm still here. Yep, just waiting on you whenever you're ready, right? That's what's coming up for some of you right now. Really giving you an opportunity to clear it out so you can allow in this new version. This new version ain't holding on to old baggage. This new version ain't holding on to old mistakes and old timelines and old, you know, this and that. It's like this new version is like, no, we're not doing that. I don't have time. I don't have the energy. I'm too, you know what I'm saying? I'm too high level for this shit, right? And I'm not, and that's not coming from a place of being bougie, but it's coming from a place of, I know what the fuck I've gone through. I know what the fuck I've been through. I know what I've done by myself. I know the type of help and support I've had, but also hadn't, you know, like I know the type of growth that I've experienced, like the wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Like the alchemy, like so many things. It's just like the activations, the crown loads, the dark nights of the soul, like so many things, the generational cycles, you know what I'm saying? It's like you were built for this shit, but it's time to make room for it now. This whole making room energy has been coming up so fucking much in the messages over the last, I want to say, like couple months. And honestly, I'm not surprised because it's like I even have my own deadline, you know what I'm saying, in place and all that. So it's like I know that's a repeated message for me as well. But it's just so interesting how it keeps coming up, and I'm just like, huh, okay. So collective, whoever that's, I know I'm not the only one. All right. You are powerful beyond measure. Stop doubting yourself. Yeah. Some of you really need to, and that could be again what some of you are holding on to. Okay. It could have been a water sign, someone that said something to you to try to hurt you on purpose. Okay. Um, Confirmation. Someone that tried to, blackmail you or something to make you feel embarrassed, things like that. So the bottom of this deck says, create that course, write that book, start that business, launch that site, whatever it is, just do it already. Okay. So some of you, like I said, y'all are just, yeah, and someone's highly obsessed with you. They're highly obsessed with your growth. That's hilarious. But I don't doubt it. Anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, some of you, this is like an energy of no more sleeping on yourself. Okay. You have plenty of ideas and things that some of you are just saying, like I have myself have a ton of ideas, different t-shirt designs, all kinds of different stuff. Products, tinctures, digital stuff, like all kinds of stuff, right? I'm working on it, right? But this is the time to start being that person. Okay, this is this is the season of embodiment, is what I'm hearing. Okay, I almost feel like that's going to be the title of your reading. Okay, this is the season of embodiment. So you need to prepare yourself, collective. Spirit is saying, prepare yourself. Some of you are entering a phase of your life that you haven't seen yet. That's why it's like you don't really have no idea what you're coming into. It's like you know what you've asked for, but you don't know that spirit is giving it to you and then some. It's like, I don't even know. You don't even know. What else is going on for the collective, spirit? What is the energy influencing the collective at this time? What is the theme? What do they need to know right now? The unexpected, card 43. Interesting. So this could be something that's happening unexpectedly that's putting you in a position. Some of you, this feels like a catalyst energy. Okay. Look, I can't even make it up. Change at the bottom. Okay. The catalyst to change, something that's happening unexpectedly. You didn't see it coming. Okay. And that doesn't always have to be a negative thing, right? We define our experiences. And when you choose to define your experience from a place of neutrality, okay, as best as you can. I'm not saying that you're not going to feel things, right? Especially things that are, or with people that are close to us, things like that. But it is to say, if you are willing to at least try, put in effort, right, to see what the experience, as painful as it might be, what it's trying to teach you, right? And then that will support easing the pain of the experience, because you learn that it wasn't for punishment. It wasn't trying to hurt you. Okay. There was actually more to gain from what the pain that was caused. So, yeah, some of you, this is happening as a catalyst for change. So I don't know what this unexpected energy is, but something is definitely changing. Okay. Some of you are coming to some type of realization that you hold the key to your own reality, is what I'm hearing. Realizing like the role you've played in a certain experience that isn't working anymore. Okay. Realizing like, I did that to myself. Got it. I bet you that shit will never happen again. So, and that's sometimes what's required, right? You have to go through those things in order to see what it was like. Oh shit, that was a deep ass lesson, but because it was so deep, I guarantee you I'll never have to go through that again. Guaranteed. I'm going to be certain of it, right? So it feels like that's what some of you are experiencing right now. That's a heavy influence that's surrounding you at this time. I haven't looked at the planets lately to see what's been going on with that. I'm not a astrology expert or anything, so I didn't even peek at that before I started recording. But because I got the inkling to it was on autopilot, I was just like, yeah, we're just gonna flow with this. But that's because of we talked about earlier, right? This identity shift. Okay, some of you are definitely shifting identities, and you have the people around you that. And you know what I'm also getting right now is that for some of you, the fake energies that some of you may be experiencing, and for some of you it is fake energies, right? But for others of you, it's not fake. It's people that are still resonating with the old frequency, with the old version of you, who you used to be, right? Who they remember you as, but not who you are current, present time, present day, right? So do your best to not take it personal, because it's really not. It's spiritual. And, you know, if you follow my channel, if you, you know, fuck around on these parts and these elevated streets, okay, you know what time it is. So, yeah, let's see. What else? What is influencing the collective? What are we being made aware of? What energies are influencing the collective at this time? Dodging growth like it's homework, fear of change, comfort zone. Do you see what I'm saying? Confirmation. Okay. Some of you, again, you're running from change, but realizing that's, and that could be for some of you what this unexpected energy is helping you realize that change is the only constant, right? We know the seasons are going to change from summer to winter to spring to fall and all that, but it's like, what do you do in between seasons? You prepare for the next, right? So that goes the same thing when life happens, right? You don't fall the fuck apart. You don't let it knock you completely to rock bottom. Sometimes it's necessary, but for the most part, for the collective, it feels like I'm speaking to at this time, this is about this whatever this is happening unexpectedly. It's spirit's way of preparing you for change. Okay. It's like some of you weren't going to move had this not happened the way it did. And that's why it had to happen how it did, because some of you have been ignoring it. You've, again, been dodging it like homework. So some of you, spirit has already been trying to be in your ear about this for quite some time. And some of y'all have been ignoring the fuck out of spirit. Okay. And so it needs to come up again. Like we're trying to help you. We're trying to help you get to the next level. We're trying to help you see, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I feel like that's why some of you end up pulling up to this message, because there's a certain uniqueness to the way each of us readers deliver messages, right? The type of frequency that we tap into when it comes to our channel, our unique channels, right? And the way that we articulate it from our soul's, you know, lens of perspective as the messages come through, right? So, you know, it's like it's like, it feels like some of you are being given a message here that's hitting differently, is what I'm hearing. It's hitting differently. Okay. Some of you are fearing change. You're fearing success. Some of you are fearing your own success, but that's part of this new identity that you're trying to be. How is that possible? Right? Is that what they call an oxymoron? Right? Is that an oxymoron, or is that a paradox? I have to look it up, you know, but anywho, okay, point is, some of y'all are really dodging your own growth. And I can already, thank you, spirit, Jesus. I can already identify where spirit is highlighting that for me at this time. Okay, I already got it. I got it. Thanks. So let's see. Anything else, spirit, for the collective? What is influencing the collective at this time? Let's see. And we're going to clarify some of this with the tarot as well. Okay. So let's see. Shadow work, maybe. Tomorrow, maybe. Resistance, spiritual procrastination. Yeah. And that's, again, why I'm here, showing up the way I am today, because I was spirit led, and it was just like, fuck. I already promised earlier, and I was like, let's talk about it. Give me another day, you know? And then I just started, you know, naturally getting ready, and I was just like, oh, it's part of the new identity. Okay. So some of you are really gonna, if you allow yourself, you'll start to see how you're naturally just starting to embody this new identity. But that's what this era is, the era of the new identity, the embodiment of the new identity. Okay. So let's see, 3 a.m. Some of you have been getting woken up at 3 a.m. Okay. Some of you are finding yourself maybe doom scrolling at 3 a.m. Okay. Can't sleep, insomnia, internet spiral, anxiety loop. Okay. I will really be mindful with what you allow yourself to consume at nighttime before you go to bed. Even if you can't sleep, you don't know how long it's going to be before you just knock out. And you want to be mindful as to what you're consuming when you're, you know what I'm saying, in the most vulnerable, well, I should say one of the most vulnerable mind states, right, that your brain is most susceptible to. You want to be really cognizant of what you're consuming at that time. Okay. Especially things that are made to put you in fear. That's the last thing. That's how you're programming your subconscious, essentially, by doing that, especially before bed, 3 a.m., those type of hours, right? You're reprogramming your subconscious mind for lack, for fear, for scarcity, all those that are, gosh darn it, back. Okay. Give me a second. Gotta get my card. Okay. All right. Let's see. I didn't know it was gonna do that. So let's see what else, Spirit, for the collective. What does this change? Let's see. What is changing for the collective? What does it change that we're preparing the collective for? What does it change? What does it change that the collective is being prepared for? Look, it was sticking out and I pulled it. Change in the fucking wind. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Like, Jesus. Happy. Okay? Getting what you've been asking for, right? It's like some of you, you're not getting what the fuck you've been wanting because you're not embodying the version of you that has it. It's like that simple. Like, you're embodying the version of you that is still heartbroken, not the version of you that has a healthy relationship, right? And it's just like, I don't know, the way when it came to me in this moment, it felt different. And that's what Spirit was talking about earlier when I said it'll hit different. That's what just happened right now when this happy card came out. And I'm just like, oh shit, it hit in a different way. Okay, some of you, this message is going to hit you in a different way. It even may hit you a day or two after you hear it. Okay, but it's like you're being prepared you're being told like that's how you get to the next version, is by acting like that person. How does this person respond when she gets a text from her person or his person, right? Do you get all bubbly inside? Do you get all giddy? Do you get goosebumps, right? What happens? What do you experience when that takes place, right? When you're able to eat at your favorite restaurant or not have to, worry about how much something costs before you buy it, right? Actually feel what that shit feels like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what you guys are being prepared for. It's like, and that for some of you is why you're being woken up at like wee hour, what they call witching hours, is because this is when you should be visualizing, okay, this energy of what's making you happy, right? What's bringing in all this fucking joy and the success, okay? If it's a Cancer sign that some of you are, wanting maybe things to change with, okay? I feel like that's a very rare specific message for some of you. But if this has to do with the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, some of you, that is what this is about. Vision things being better. Even if this person has hurt you, if you want things to work out, visualize it being better. Not putting someone's free will against them, not in that sense, but no, just visualize like you getting along, you guys not having arguments, you guys loving on each other, having great conversations, laughing, right? Things going well. That is what I'm talking about, right? Envision what life is like to be fucking happy. Okay, that's what the fuck is changing here. Okay, some of you don't realize it's like you're fearing the change, but the change is everything you've been fucking asking for. What are we afraid of then? Collective? What are we afraid of? I don't know. Because I'm hearing some of you like, I don't know. Yeah. I dealt with that for a really long time. The fear of the other shoe, what they call the other shoe dropping, or how they say the other shoe, the other shoe dropping type of thing. It's just like, you can't let nothing get too good for too long because it's just too good to be true. Okay? Yeah, it's just too good to be true. So you don't really allow yourself to enjoy it. And the next thing you know, yeah, it does fall apart. Because low key, right? You've been focused thinking it would. Anything else, Spirit? What does this change as it pertains to the collective? What does this change you're preparing them for? You're preparing us for. Let's see. Anything else from this deck? Observer, regeneration here and now. Okay. So this is like in your present moment, being able to look, milk and honey at the bottom. That's what's changing, is being your needs being met. But you have to allow yourself to be in the present. You have to allow yourself to observe the way things are changing, the way things are being reestablished moment to moment. How can I observe in this right now moment that things are getting better? Well, my energy feels a little bit lighter. Okay, my heart feels a little bit calmer, right? Allow yourself to just observe in your own body. You don't even have to look out your outside circumstances, because that don't matter as much anyway as your vibration, right? Is meaning as what you're feeling in your body. It don't matter nearly as much as that, right? So some some of you, this is what's changing, is being able to observe how things are growing, how things that maybe something that you thought you can never come back from for some of you. Okay. Something you never thought could be like redone or reborn, right? It's like you're watching it, you're watching this shit happen in real time. Spirit is showing you like, no, you're more powerful than you think. Some of you, this has to do with something, the water signs. It's giving me something like a plant you've been watering, like a seed of intention that some of you have been watering. You're about to observe how that shit has actually been fucking working behind the scenes and you didn't even know it. You were doubting yourself. You were doubting spirit. Some of y'all are doubting spirit. Ooh. Look, can't even make it up. 9 of Cups. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Trust me, I'm feeling the same way, y'all. I'm like, oh gosh, spirit calling me out. Okay, but justice, all right? This is what's owed to you, okay? This is what's owed. This is what's due, okay? This is karmic retribution, okay? So let's go deeper, spirit. Can we clarify this first pile here? What is going on with that? What is overall energy regarding that? Clarify that message, please. Edify. Whoa. Queen of Cups in reverse, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, yeah, for some of you, this is someone who, some of you that are whoever is dealing with this person, okay, or this is about a person. Some of you, you didn't trust your intuition when it told you that someone was talking to somebody else, someone was juggling somebody else, someone wasn't giving you all the information, they weren't being totally honest with you, they weren't telling you the whole truth. Okay, some of you, like I said, this is a water sign. This is someone that has hurt you before or has made you maybe question their motives before, made you question their authenticity or their integrity with you, made you question their intentions, right? And you didn't trust yourself. Okay, some of you are about to be shown, right? Like shown in real time, like actual proof, okay, of why something didn't work or why you're being guided away from someone, okay? Something like that. Like some of you, you're going to know exactly who this person is. If this message is yours, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay. Some of you may be suddenly falling out with someone. Okay. It may happen at 3 a.m. Maybe they send you a message at 3 a.m. that was maybe meant for someone else. And instead you got it. And you're like, oh, really? Who is, so-and-so? Or what was that message about? Type of thing. And they're like trying to play it off to make it like it was for you. But it really, it wasn't. It wasn't. Okay. That, oh, I don't know who that message is for. All right. Let's see. Trying to think any other. Okay, let's see. So what is the guidance for the collective in regards to that energy? What is the guidance here? Yeah, this is, and it feels like for some of you collective, this is definitely someone who has played with your emotions. Okay, someone who was maybe didn't care about how you felt, didn't care about how they made you feel. Okay, and this is not gender specific. It can go either way. All right. If the message is yours, you'll know. Okay, trust yourself. The well. So this definitely feels like a feminine energy for some of you. Okay. The well speaks of opportunities, creativity, right? That's feminine energy. Kind of like a wellspring, right? Of creation. So this could definitely speak to pregnancy. Okay. Someone may have gotten someone pregnant and you may be hearing about it, or maybe you didn't know. And that may be, coming up, something like that. But some of you, like I said, still aren't realizing that this is only happening to be the catalyst for change. Some of you are not expecting to find something out, not realizing though that there is so much happy shit on the other side of this. This had to happen like this to make sure you don't go back to it, right? When things hurt bad enough, we ensure that we will never have that experience again, right? It's like when you touch a hot stove, right, as a kid, and that shit is traumatizing. Damn for sure you will never do that shit again. You're never gonna just be like, let's just see, right? You're like, no, we're not doing that. So that's what I'm getting here. Some of you, this needed to happen how it did. This person needed to hurt you in this way. I've even come to that conclusion about a particular individual that keeps somehow popping back up in my reality after, different jumps, different gaps in time is just like, and it always ends in a toxic way. It's just like, yeah, it's always some crazy shit, some crazy accusation where it's like, where do you get that from? you know, and I have to just be the bigger person and just not respond because it just should be coming so left field. Like, where? That shit's crazy. So let's see. Clarify the well spirit. Why Queen of Swords? Like, I was trying to separate the deck so I can shuffle, and the Queen of Swords fell out. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, this is someone you cut off, someone you maybe know the truth about, you've seen the truth, but some of you, it's like your heart maybe doesn't want to admit it, your heart doesn't want to acknowledge it. Okay, but some of you, this is a truth that you can't run from anymore. This is a truth that you can't ignore, you can't hide, you can't act like you don't see, you can't act like you don't know. Okay, like I said, some of you, you didn't trust yourself. Again, this is repeating earlier's message. Okay, some of you didn't trust yourself, you didn't trust your intuition, you didn't trust what you felt, what was coming up for you, what your body was telling you about a situation. Okay, and you maybe moved, you know, with somebody too quickly. Okay, or maybe your feelings, you let yourself have feelings for someone too quickly. Okay, and now you're seeing the truth. Okay, that this person wasn't as deeply invested in you as you thought they were, or maybe as you were in them. Right, and that could be what you're unexpectedly kind of finding out. Like, oh damn, I felt it, and I thought it, I had the inkling about it, but now I got proof that I was correct. Some of you, this is happening as well to show you how on point your observation skills are. Okay, some of you may be a Virgo. Okay, I'm a Virgo sun, right? But some of you may have Virgo placements with the analytical skill, right? To analyze shit, the ability to observe, be really observe. Sometimes I'm more observant than I care to be, and I hate that shit sometimes. It is not a flex, that is just facts. Like, it drives me nuts sometimes. I'm just like, I wish sometimes I didn't see the things that I see, right? But also at the same time, understanding that that's part of my gift. I'm supposed to. I needed to know that information, right? It's going to help me at some point. It's going to prevent some type of heartache or pain or at some point, right? I'm grateful, but it's just still in the moment. It's just like, ugh, you know? So some of you, confirmation, thank you. Some of you are coming to understand how powerful your observation skills really are, okay? What I'm also getting is that some of you are also coming to see how powerful your words are, how powerful your specific intentions, like your ability to set intentions, how that actually moves. I'm hearing moves mountains in your reality. Some of you are moving your own mountains, but certain things had to take place to remove them. That's how the mountain got moved. Okay, is by this person doing the fuck shit they did, right? To put you in a position to let them the fuck go, which is moving the mountain, right? You see what I'm saying? How this works out? Okay, but like I said, some of you are really starting to see your power and your magic work real time. I think that's such a dope thing. I love that when I see that for myself, the repeated, like, it's been already happening for quite some time, but just um the different ways it happens, and you know, the levels and how the level up and the changes, like the differences in it. It's just like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful I didn't give up on myself, right? For real. So let's clarify this unexpected energy. What is the fear, the unexpected, or the fear that the collective is avoiding? What is that energy about? What is that about? Oh, yeah, you guys are fearing your own success with the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Wands. Okay, as maybe as it relates to your passions, maybe the things that you're doing. Some of you are really, you know, you're afraid of. Like I said, it definitely feels you know that things have the ability to change in a really positive way, and I feel like some of you just fear that you're not ready for it. But you have to know, what's been helping me at least is trusting that I've been already watching my power and how, you know, the power behind my intentions and things like that, right? I've been already watching that, observing that real time. But um what's been helping me is to allow myself to see that if my intentions are in the right place, the power I wield is crazy, right? But it also it brings up a fear of, can I sustain the results that I asked for, right? Your intentions are really powerful. You're really magnetic at this time, okay? And I feel like some of you feel this, and that is why this energy of insomnia and being woken up, it's like spirit is trying to prepare you by giving you the crown loads, by letting you know, like, yo, things are about to take off. Your turn is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready to take action? Are you ready to dive in from a place of confidence? Are you ready for this turn of events? Are you ready for the change that is taking place right now that's about to make you so fucking happy in the present moment, right? Something you maybe never thought you would come back from, you never thought could happen again, or happen to you, right? It's like spirit is really preparing you at this time, okay? And there's certain people that you need to allow to be removed, right, from your experience for these changes to take place. It's like, that's why, again, why spirit is preparing you, because like sometimes too, when you think about it, um and this isn't all couples, but you know, some that if it's a couple, if it's a person that you're not meant to be with, and you tell them like, yo, I gotta channel message, or I gotta record this, or da 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 at this hour, they be like, what the fuck, what are you doing? And you know, things like that's how you know someone is out of alignment. They don't understand your process. They don't understand when you get, you know, guidance to do something, even in the middle of your sleep, or when you're really trying to go to sleep and you're tired, whatever, and you have to be obedient and listen, you know, heed that call, so to speak, right? It's like this person doesn't get it. Okay. So some of you are really being guided to let go of someone who just simply doesn't get it. All right. So that's again what spirit is preparing you for. Okay. This is the fear that some of you, the change that some of you are fearing. Okay. It's the fear of your own fucking success. Okay. That's coming as a catalyst by something that you weren't expect that happened unexpectedly. Okay. It may be something that feels bad in the moment, but it's a beautiful transformation that comes from that. Right. That's literally what alchemy is, right? The ability to turn your pain into passion, okay? Turning a lesson into a blessing, okay? So turning something that's super negative and, detrimental to something absolutely positive and uplifting, right? So let's look in the world at the bottom, okay? Cycle closed, right? Cycle is successfully closed. That's what some of you, again, that's what this energy is about as well, is that some of you have already closed a particular cycle. And that's why certain energies and frequencies can't go with you, because you've already closed that door. Okay. It's like you've closed the door and it was locked and you gave up that key. Maybe some of you forgot that you locked the door and you gave up the key because you didn't intend on going back at that time until, you know, now where it's like thinking you're going to open that door again. And it's like, yeah, no, you gave up that key, remember? Right. So this is where some of you can feel this change coming, but some of you are really avoiding it because you know it's about to be major. It's like, I had this crown load come through earlier today as well about how you know, like one telltale way to know that a major fucking change is about to happen in your life, or how major your life is about to change, is by how painful the shifts are on the way to that. Like the things that have been falling out of my experience lately is, it's just like, wow, how alone and lonely at times, right? There's a difference to me. There's a difference between being alone and lonely, but just, you know, going between both and coming completely out of all of it, but the back and forth, up and down, all the twists and turns of the experience is just like, man, it's a lot at times, right? But I keep, you know, doing my best to keep in mind the same thing that's coming through here. Okay, is to let you know, remind you that yes, your change is about to be big, it's about to be powerful, but it's about to also be epic as fuck. Okay, I feel like some of y'all really need to prepare yourself. You don't realize how big this shit is about to get. That's why you feel so fucking uncomfortable. Okay, so this is also a really good time to speak to your ancestors. Okay, speak to your angels, your spirit team, your guides, your benevolent ancestors. Okay, the ones that want to see you do good, that want to help you, that want to see you and support you in breaking these generational cycles. Right, those are the ancestors you speak to. Okay, and you specify that when you reach out to them. Okay, that's how you know. And then it's again a trust. Okay, so let's clarify this energy and what's changing. What is changing, spirit, for the collective? Whenever they see this video, what is changing? What else? So 5 of Cups with the High Priestess. Interesting. For some of you, this could be your energy, but it does feel like it's like it belongs to someone else. For some of you, it's whatever this energy is over here with this water sign. Okay. Some of you, that could be what you're observing. You're observing someone who's in regret, right? Who maybe thought that you would be down for the count, that thought you would never come back or bounce back, right, from your challenges. And it's like people are going to be watching you, collective. People are about to be watching you fucking rise. They're literally about, and some, like I said, and y'all have been fearing this because you feel it. You can't see it, but you can feel it. It's in your intuition. Like I said, y'all have been ignoring it though. Because if you've been ignoring it about the people in your experience, of course, you're going to definitely ignore it about the good shit coming to you as well. Okay? Because they go hand in hand. They literally go hand in hand. The people that needed to leave are making room for the shit that you got coming in. It's all energy. So just because a person leaves doesn't mean it's just going to be replaced with another person. Sometimes that person is leaving to be replaced with money. Okay? So, but this is, and that's important because look, I was trying to pick up the deck and this card literally flipped over like that and it's the Three of Wands. I can't make this shit up. This is confirmation for some of y'all. Spirit is saying y'all have been doubting for a really long time. And what you've been asking for is finally on its way to you. Reasons to celebrate is finally on its way to you. Okay? Doors are finally opening. Like, I'm going to just keep that there because it wasn't even supposed to be a part of the reading, but I guess it was. So, yeah, Page of Cups here. This is about being optimistic. Okay? Letting your that childlike sense of wonder, allow that energy to, take over you as often as you can. Okay? That keeps you in the vibration of receiving. Okay? That keeps you in this vibration, right? Of what you've been asking for, aligning to you, keeping that frequency, keeping that channel strong. Okay? You are the channel. We're not get into that. All right, Spirit, what else? As pertains to changes that the collective is being prepared for. The Lovers, I can't even make it up. With the fucking Empress at the bottom. Okay, some of you, this is preparing you to start a family, okay, or extend your family in some type of way. The Lovers with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. This is reciprocity. Giving and receiving. Karma. That's literally what karma is. The output, the output determines the input. What you put out returns, right? And the strongest energy is what wins. So it's like your energy is winning here, collective. Okay? This is what's changing. The support that you've been needing, that you've been asking for, that's going to make you so fucking happy. Someone who actually can hold the space to give to you. Someone who can actually reciprocate the love that you give to them. What? Like, what? I didn't even think that existed. You see what I'm saying? Like, some of you have been like really burned by love and that's what I feel like that regeneration energy is there. It's like some of you have been really in this energy of just like, I'm over it. I give up completely. It's dead. It's there's no coming back from this. I'm totally done until this happens. And then it changes your fucking mind because you realize I am her. This version of me, the version that I'm now no longer acting as if, I'm being as if, I'm embodying, right? She doesn't have those experiences anymore. She can grow from seemingly nothing. That is what the Empress does. She is abundant in every area of life, not just love, not just money, in every area. Okay? This is the energy that y'all are embodying by trusting that your needs are being met, your needs are being taken care of. You have a whole masculine energy here that is coming in to literally build blocks with you, to help build the foundation with you. Okay? Soulmate energy, right? This is something you've been thinking about. It's coming. It's happening. You just need to be ready. Arms wide the fuck open, ready. Okay? Ready. Ready. Let's see. Any other messages of advice or guidance, Spirit, for the collective as it pertains to this spread? Any other messages of advice or guidance? The Magician. You have the power. You have everything you need. You have everything you need to align to the reality that you prefer to experience. You have everything you fucking need. Ace of Cups. You just need to love yourself. Continue to take the gifts that the universe gives you, that, to do what you really enjoy. Okay? Let your cup over the fuck flow. Right? Have your heart open. Make sure it's open. Right? You have everything you need to manifest this, to align with this. It's not even about manifesting. It's like it's already here. It's about alignment. It's about tuning in to that frequency, getting on its level, right? That's what calls it into your right now awareness, to observe it in real time, right? So some of you, this is Spirit saying you have what you need to manifest a brand new love, a love that matches, that meets this new identity that you're embodying. You have the ability to do that. It's right here in your face. This is your guidance, okay? Like, it's right here. You just need to be confident. Queen of Wands, exactly. You need to be confident, meaning everything you do it from a place of confidence. You do it from the version of you that you prefer to be. You do it from the version of, so it's like if you're, let's say, asking someone out on a date, you need to embody that version of that people only tell me yes. When I ask for something, I'm always told yes. I never get told no. And that's not from a place of entitlement, okay? That's from a place of assuredness, a place of my personal power. I am the operating power of my realm and my reality. If I'm not hurting anyone and my moves are from a place of integrity, okay, and high morale, I have the fuck I want, okay? Period. That's me though, right? But you're being asked again to step into this confidence, okay? Step into a place of knowing that I get what I want, I get what I ask for, because my personal power, my reality says that I can have it. Period. Okay? There's nothing else that needs to be said about that. There's nothing else we need to know about that, right? I get what I want because I asked for it. I don't get, you only get told no because you think you do. And then that's why the universe says you're right. And then tells you no, or seemingly tells you no again. And so you believe, allow yourself to really believe and embody, again, that word, right? Embody the version of you that doesn't get told no. And if they do get told no, it's very rare, because that's how in alignment you are. When you're in such alignment, you're like, no, I don't get told no. It doesn't even happen, because even your wants and your desires are in alignment with what you actually need. So that way, when you don't need anything because you already have it, you're in alignment with it. There's nothing need that because you already have it. So anyway, I can go on a tangent with that. So anywho, I trust that this reading was supportive to those who needed the message. If you did enjoy it, please drop your girl a comment in the comment box below. Let me know how the reading resonated. If it did, if you resonate with my energy, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you have not. And let me know what kind of readings I want to see, or content, because this isn't just tarot, even though that's what I've been kind of like leaning more towards. I am going to start incorporating more of crown loads that I used to do in like self-development videos, things like that this channel was initially built on. I'm going to be going back to that. So not backwards in a sense, but more so like redirection, okay, realignment to the origination of this channel, why it started in the first place. All right. So anywho, if you guys would enjoy that, drop me a purple heart, okay, in the comments. Let me know how the reading resonates, if you enjoy it. Or otherwise, like I said, other readings or contents you would like to see. And yeah, until next time, I'm outie.